I could have launched this gi already, but I didn't. And honestly, the hardest part of this whole process wasn't the design itself, it was the time that it took. Everything just takes longer than you think it's gonna take, from sampling to production to shipping times. Every step seems to just stretch out forever. It always feels like you're close to getting your product, and there's just another delay, another issue, another thing to fix. And that becomes very frustrating. But at the same time, I would tell you that that's where most of the real decisions actually happened. Hard times are where you build your resilience as an entrepreneur. So in the end, they're really a good thing. We went through multiple vendors. Some had quality issues, some didn't follow our design instructions, some just couldn't communicate clearly with us. So we rejected a whole bunch of manufacturers before finding one that could actually deliver the goods that we were looking for in a consistent way. And even then, the samples weren't perfect. There were small things that we needed to address: placement issues, fit consistency, fabric behavior that became a little bit strange after use. So these were all things that we needed to address before we even went into production. So we took those micro adjustments from the samples and upgraded our design from every step of the way. It was nothing huge on its own, but when you compound all the little changes that we've done from the very beginning, it gives us the opportunity to refine our product to what it's going to be when it launches. And that's really the problem, right? Most people don't notice these things on day one. They show up later when you buy the product, after a few weeks, a few washes, a few hard training sessions. Then it's where you start to think, there's something that feels off with my gi, something's wrong. And that's what I wanted to avoid. Because if someone buys a gi from us and after 2 or 3 months of training, it starts to bother them, it's already too late. So from the beginning, my standard was simple. If I'm not willing to wear it, I'm not willing to sell it. Right now, I train about 2 to 3 days per week, and I know that a lot of people train a lot more than I do. So when you're using something that often and washing it that often, small issues are magnified. They repeat, they build up, and they become actual distractions with the product. One thing that actually helped us was the time that the whole process took. Like I said at the beginning, everything seems to take longer, but that in the end was actually an advantage because we had samples on the mats for several months at this point. Guys at the gym were wearing them, training in them, washing them, putting them through real use. And that gave us real life feedback that was actually very helpful. Not just first impressions and this feels nice, but actual constructive adjustments that we could make based on those comments. And that's the difference between rushing something and actually thinking through the process and making it better. There's a lot of brands out there that will launch their products very quickly, and I get it. You invest money, you want to move your product, you want to get it out there for people to use, but the risk is the customer ends up testing the product for you, and I didn't want that. I wanted our products to speak for itself. At the end of the day, nobody knows Stonebelt, and the only two things that are going to make people give us a chance is the quality of our products and our story relating to real-world practitioner as a family. So reputation is something that is built really slowly, and I'm aware that we'll need to earn BJJ practitioners' trust, and that's why the most important concern that we've had from the very beginning was product quality and genuine human service. Of course, you can always do better, and we'll keep refining our products with time, but I'm proud of what we're actually about to release. It's already way above the average gi that I've worn in the last 5 years. We're doing our product photos this weekend and we're getting everything ready properly. We're not rushing things, we're just doing it the right way. At the end of the day, I'd rather take longer and stand behind what I put out than rush everything and fail to provide actual value to my customers.